Simulation planting tree, plant soul. Dear ones, me as Shiva God and Kirsi greet you again. And I am so happy to bring this information for you all as humans because I think it is time to go back to the ancient time where they understood that all the entities in the nature, they have a soul, our dear human friends. Like you as human, if you are a real human and my creation, you have a soul, our dear human friends, and that soul comes from the light, our dear human friends. If you are meeting any other dark entities, those black Bible entities, they don't have a real soul. They have sold it for the power and money, our dear human friends. Those dark forces, they have many methods to take out your own soul nowadays, our dear human friends, and they can manipulate you with their MK Ultra fake tools with many ways as well. So they have now come to your own brains, our dear human friends, and you should start to be aware how to protect yourself from those kind of frequencies which will take your own brain and thinking out of you, our dear human friends. And the soul, the light soul, that is the most important and the most valuable thing what you humans have, our dear human friends. From my perspective as your own creator, from the light, that is the most important thing for you to hold on, our dear human friends. Without the soul, you are nothing, our dear human friends, and don't let them to take it from you at any cost, our dear human friends. And Kirsi has already made some voice clip about the human souls before, and now I want to concentrate to tell about this plant soul, how I create them in the beginning. So Kirsi has been finishing her own planting from yesterday, and she wired all the plants with the copper with all different models she could create, and it took the whole night to make this handwork with the copper wires. But now she has wired everything, and she went through also the old plants in home plants, and she shaped the soil better that they can pass water and those seaweed better for their roots. And she made copper wires around all those not so good feeling home plants. And she saw how quickly they took that good seaweed water in them, and that is a good trick for you as well as humans. If you have the home plants and they feel like dry after the winter season, you can just shape the soil a little bit on the top to get some air into it. So it is more air in the soil, because after the long period of watering your plants, they go very tight. that soil and the plant can't breathe the air the same way what it does when it has a good soil, the fresh soil. Some of you maybe you have started to change the soil for the home plants, but Kirsi is not doing that yet because she is always taking her inside home plants outside for the summer, and that at the same time when she is building her own garden, she is giving those plants the better soil, also including the compost. And that's why she is doing it in the more warmer time, because then she can leave horse poops and all things what she put for them outside, that they can compost itself with the plants. And those plants, they love to go outside, and they are very strict because Kirsi can communicate with all the plants as well. They are telling their wishes where they would like to stay outside. Our dear human friends, and they want to tell her because they know that she understands their talk, and telepathically they are talking with Kirsi, and they say, don't put me to the place I was in last summer because it didn't have a ceiling, and they poisoned me with the sky spraying, and they ask that they can go under the ceiling, that they don't get those air toxins which your shadow government is spraying your skies full. Even the plants knows it. Our dear human friends. So maybe it would be time for you as humans to understand it as well. How is it possible that no one is paying attention what they are spraying to your own skies? And how it is possible with your justice system? Just asking, our dear human friends, this much they care about you, our dear human friends. And also for those farmers who are preparing their own gardens and fields for the summer, you should take care of that toxin which they have sprayed to your own gardening fields during the year, and you should think how you will clean it before you start to plant your new plants, our dear human friends. You should take samples from that soil in the spring and take them to the laboratorios and ask what my soil is including. And I think it will be eye-opening moment for you when you get the result from the, I hope, good laboratorio. They will tell you the truth, what your soil includes in the spring when you normally plant your own seeds, our dear human friends. And Kirsi has been making her own garden, some of the areas where she has those garden boxes with the ceilings from the same reason. And she has had some mutated tomatoes in the past years, but now she is able to protect herself also with the energetic simulation. So let me tell you something, our dear fellow brothers. It doesn't matter how much you try to poison Kirsi's crystal light garden, it won't work in that area, our dear fellow brothers. And as much you share your 5G or 6G near Kirsi's garden, it won't work either, our dear fellow brothers, because we know how to protect ourselves, because we are wise enough to do so, our dear human friends. So this kind of things you should consider also when you start to plan your own garden area, how you will clean the soil in the beginning. And I think it is a good way for you to take that soil and bring it to the laboratories worldwide and show them that what they have done for all of you, our dear human friends. I think the truth could come that way, and then you have a good evidence against the shadow government when it is time to bring all the evidence to the table, also from you as humans. Because when we will arrive, our dear human friends, we already know what they have done, all of it, but we are more than welcome to receive your own recognitions and evidence as well. We can do something for them and collect everything you can see how they play the fake game, because they will make their crimes more worse. And the judge is coming, our dear human friends, and I will collect all the evidence which are able to get. That what we have doing with Kirsi for many years already. She has been documenting everything she has found, and we know it already. So there is nothing they can do in secret anymore, because the 5D timeline, it will bring the truth for the table from the light. And there is nothing in our simulation which could stop it anymore. And if there is some entity who think that they can go free and so on, let me tell you something. They won't get free this time, our dear human friends. There is no way in the entire cosmos they could get free from the crimes they have done against their own creator from the light. None, our dear human friends. So sleep well. It is my business as your own creator to be as their own judge through the universal laws from the light. I'm the master of those laws because I have created them myself. So I know what to do with these criminals, our dear human friends, and there is nothing to worry for you as normal humans. So, to go for the plant soul. I am also a master of to create souls, our dear human friends, and I have created every single one of your own soul. So I also create all the plant souls, all the bees, all the flies, all the animals, all the rocks, all the souls there exist. They are my creation as your own creator God himself. And Kirsi already knows that creating soul is very complicated process, and that is the method no one of you with a normal human consciousness level, you can't comprehend how it is created, and you won't, because we have the system in the universe and in the cosmos that those things are only available for those who are wise enough to create souls, and that is not your business as usual, our dear human friends. And for those entities who have been thinking so that they can create souls, just prepare to get face to face with me, your own creator. I will tell you what the real soul means, our dear fellow brothers. You have no clue what those souls are, and you think that you are creating some kind of life. You are only creating crimes, and many of them, our dear fellow brothers, That is all you are capable to do with your own fake minds. So that is the situation with the souls, and these plant souls, they are created when those seeds start to get chi energy and life into them. And many of you might think that the soul will enter when you see something to grow from your own soil. But no, our dear human friends, this time when your seed is preparing to grow, that is the time me as Shiva God, I create the soul. That is the soul growth period, our dear human friends. And when the soul is created, you will see a little plant coming out from your own soil. So that is a little bit different process than the human soul. The human soul enters in when you have born to this planet Earth lens, and we can see that this baby who has born is ready to receive the soul. We want to make sure that there is no AI in it. We want to make sure that the body, the baby's body, is well organized before we make the real soul into it. And that is the way how we evaluate your own human life from the God's perspective, from the light. And when everything is going normally and fine, and we can see that there are possibilities to grow for that soul, we will let that soul to enter in to the body, our dear human friends. So this is a little bit different process with the plants, because this planting time and this seed growing time, it is the plant soul's creation time. And that's why we need a little bit time for it, because it is not a simple process either, and it needs to take care very well. So if you think that all those seeds you plant for your garden, there has been done a lot of work with those souls of those plants, our dear human friends. Maybe you never thought that at your own human life, where you have thought that the souls fly automatically in and out from your planet Earth lens. But it never was so, our dear human friends, and this is the reason I wanted to teach you this topic, because that you could get some kind of idea what this life really is in real, and that you should respect the life. It is always the God's creation from the light, and from the light only. Dark entities, they can't create any souls, and if they think so, I think they should go back to the God school from the beginning, our dear fellow brothers. There is nothing to do with the real souls, which kind of simulations you are playing right now. So that is the difference with the plant souls. And also, like Kirsi, you saw last spring when I created your garden soul, you saw these atomic models and all the things which was happening with the atoms. Yes, they are part of the soul creation process, but there are also some energetic levels which are unseen. You are not even able to see all the processes, because those parts are made in the higher consciousness levels, which we, the light gods, have. The real light gods, our dear human friends. So there are, because we all are multidimensional beings, also that your plant, when it will create its soul, it comes through all the timelines and then enters into the plant itself. So a little bit different story than your computer fake souls, what they are creating underground nowadays. So, but I think this is interesting for you to know. And what happens when, like, Kirsi, you were asking that last spring when when you made this compost and with the plant compost, and you thought that there are many souls going to the compost. That what happens to the souls? But that is the normal, our simulation, a natural simulation process, that when this biocomposting with the plants happens, we are creating a new soul for all of them, from all of them, because they kind of lose the soul when these plants die. They don't rise to the heaven the same way than you as human souls do. So they kind of end their life then. But when that process happens, we create always a new soul for the soil they make. So it is very complicated process to understand, but also your soil has a soul, our dear human friends. And that's why I have been so happy, Kirsi, when you treat your own garden soil, you respect every ingredient you add into it, and you understand the level, the higher consciousness level, what is going on with the soil, how many things there are to consider if you want to respect the Mother Earth the way you do, and I do, our dear human friends. So they are not automatics, and you should respect also the Mother Earth the way that you understand that without Mother Earth you don't exist, our dear human friends. So don't dig anything out from the Mother Earth. Everything is there in the purpose. They are not your building materials for business as usual. They are there that we can keep you alive, our dear human friends. And maybe you never thought that before. And I hope this lesson for you and teaching will help you to understand how this simulation, energetic, holographic simulation operates, and there is nothing happening which is not needed to be. Every single thing at your nature, even one butterfly, when it comes to your own garden, it is doing its own business, unusual, our dear human friends. They are not accidents. They are preparing your frequencies. They are bringing energies to your own garden, which you need, because the nature, it is so wise that they understand to help each others the best possible way. And that is your new lesson as a humankind to understand as well. All your nature has understood it long time ago, and only one who has missed the most important lessons are you, the humans, our dear human friends. And this information we are bringing back, the ancient wisdom from the light, We are bringing it back for you that you can understand who you are and from where you come from and how your soul process was started and how it will continue forward when you might leave this planet Earth lens the next time. There are many processes which you are not aware of and how those souls are rotating in the cosmos in total. So, learn to respect the life itself. It doesn't matter is it a plant, a fish, or a tree, or a human, or any animal, or a butterfly, or anything else, a rock. You all have a soul, and you can be connected if you are wise enough to do so. And let me tell you something, something funny what happened today when Kirsi was making those copper wires for all the plants. She thought that she made all of them and then she recognized, oh, I forgot that one. And that flowers told Kirsi, for me too. she she was jealous for the other plants that they got that piece of copper. This wise those souls are, our dear human friends. They can talk, they can think, they can take all the knowledge from the cosmos, from the Akashic records, which you, the humans, you are not able to get yet, all of you. So treat those plants with the best possible way. And like Kirsi, if some plant is feeling bad or sad, try to heal them. Try to give the life back for them, because every soul, they are in their own soul growth process. They are on the way somewhere. Maybe it will born one day and it can be your own grandmother, our dear human friends. So I hope this will give you a little more perspective from the window you have been seeing and evaluating your own life, our dear human friends. So, thank you for listening. From the light and love, the Shiva God, your best friend.